vegetation damage and scouring the ground, the furthest distance a vehicle has ever been thrown by a tornado. As the first tornado begins to weaken, released, and at 3:40 p.m., that's exactly what happened. Sirens begin to scream as the supercell merges with a smaller storm to its south. Within just a few seconds, the two begin to notice a strange-looking cloud passing directly to their northwest that begins rotating incredibly quickly. Moments later, a funnel lowers towards the ground, a single tree in its path, stripping them of their bark. It's at this moment, however, that something unexpected happens. As the tornado passes through the forest, its core suddenly collapses. Ripped apart by the intense wind shear, the tornado struggles, only inflicting minor damage to trees and low-lying vegetation as it races to the northeast. For a brief moment, it appears as if the residents in the storm's path have just dodged a bullet, avoiding the worst of the storm's wrath. However, this lapse in strength isn't going to last long. Just as fast as it weakened, the tornado strikes a delicate balance between the powerful wind shear trying to tear it apart and the unstoppable power of the storm's updraft trying to keep it together, and a tornadic core of incredible power crashes to Earth. Instantly, all the trees and vegetation surrounding the vortex are flattened and debarked as the core accelerates from EF1 to EF5 intensity in less than 6 seconds. At the same time, the winds inside the vortex become so strong and the pressure drops so violently that the ground begins to literally explode outwards, digging a trench in the ground over a foot deep and 170 yards long. Unbelievably, due to the tornadic core's fast-forward speed and relatively small size, debris into tiny pieces and scattering what was left long distances. 3 vehicles stood parked near the bed and breakfast, a large RV and 2 semi-trucks. As the core passes, all 3 vehicles soar into the air despite weighing tens of thousands of pounds each. Flying for hundreds of yards, the RV and one of the semi-trucks come crashing to Earth, deeply embedding themselves into the ground as unrecognizable husks of scrap metal. Employees working at the Glover Wilkins Lock and Dam begin to film what they are seeing.
There. Man, that's just to the east of us.
Man, you ought to see this debris up in there.
The employees watch as the funnel morphs into a large wedge shape, moving incredibly quickly and centrifuging